Welcome back to Hot Take Sports, episode 43. The day before St. Patrick's Day and the day before March Madness. But before we dive into that, we'll go around the circle quick. Isaac, how you doing today?
Ready? Basketball and some set.
All right, there we go. Brady, how are you?
Oh, well, I'm just here. A little big week in sports, so my poor phone's been recharged about 18 times.
Yep, that sounds about right. I'm sure you're averaging probably 14 hours a day on your phone right now. Matt, how are you doing?
I'm good. The weather's beautiful. It's going to be for the next few days. And I'm ready to stay inside and watch basketball the whole time.
Yeah, pretty much. All starts tomorrow at noon. Getting ready for that.
Yep.
All right, that's cool. Nobody has to ask me how we're doing.
Oh, how are you?
How are you?
How are you doing, Clayton?
I'm doing good, just kind of the same as you guys. Ready for the tournament and happy about the nice weather. But for this episode, we will be creating a bracket. We will be going through all the matchups and picking who we think, and yeah, going from there. Isaac, if you pick all the 16 seeds to win, we're gonna have a problem.
Well, I mean, we'll outvote him, so we'll be fine.
Yeah,
I only picked one 16 seed, and it was 1 year. I believe it was Loyola.
Loyola.
Lyle.
Oh,
It was never a 16 seed, and it was UMBC who beat Virginia by 20 in 2018.
He said who he
Yeah, I
picked,
actually
not the team that won, idiot.
I picked the 16 seed in that year.
And without further ado, let's jump right in. So the first game, probably not a hard one to pick, right? Gonzaga versus Georgia State.
Actually, I think Georgia State. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, Gonzaga all the way.
Actually, you can shut the heck up.
Yeah, I'm
It's known for choking, but they won't choke in the first round.
Yeah, not that early. I don't know. This might be Gonzaga's year.
Well, once we get
I
deeper.
don't think so.
Sound like the Cowboys. Okay, so we all have Gonzaga in game one, right? Pretty simple. Let's get moving.
yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
Game two, Boise State versus Memphis.
I got Boise State.
Memphis.
Oh, I had Memphis too. So, you got Brady? Why do you think Boise State? Do you have anything on it, or you just?
Well, I mean, I've been looking into it a little bit, but there's a lot of people who think Boise State could even beat Gonzaga in round two.
Really?
I mean,
But I was gonna say I'll sit on the mountain by myself.
It's not really a mountain, but okay.
Penny Hardaway
It's time.
at the helm of Memphis. They got the edge there.
Oh, I didn't realize that. But
You didn't know that?
no, I did not realize Penny Hardaway coached Memphis.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, he does. Memphis all the way.
Still taking Boise State, but good to know.
Anyway, next game. Who we got?
So we said Memphis there. UConn versus NMSU. I don't even know what that is.
New Mexico State.
New Mexico. I was like Northern Montana. Wow.
They are at 16
I have UConn.
seed, I think. No, that might be Montana State. Anyway, I'm going with New Mexico. A 12 seed always beats a 5 seed, and I think that this is a spot that it'll happen. So New Mexico State for me.
I was gonna say that's actually what I picked was New Mexico State.
Isaac?
I said UConn.
Man, I got UConn too. So, we can go with an upset. I don't mind. I don't mind doing that.
I don't mind the upset. When they're usually in the tournament, they're usually pretty good.
Has UConn even been good since Kemba went there?
We should
I don't think so.
we should come up with a system for something that we should do in the event of a tie, like flip a coin or something.
I'll figure it out.
If you want to. If you guys have an argument for a team, give it to us. But
Yeah, I'm just meant in the future, but we can continue for now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter how we do it to me. I don't care.
No, it doesn't. Nope.
This bracket's probably going to be crap anyway. So, 4-seeded Arkansas versus 13 Vermont.
Vermont.
I'm gonna go with Arkansas.
I'm gonna take Vermont on this one. I don't know why. I just feel like it.
Um,
That's because Clayton picked Vermont.
I'm gonna have to go with Arkansas.
Disagreed with him. What does that even mean?
All right,
Here's the
Brady.
team that you want to win.
Brady, you call it. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Heads is Arkansas, tails is Vermont.
Heads.
It was tails. No joke. It was tails.
I know. I believe you.
Send a picture. He's capping.
Exactly.
Well-
I figured it's probably a given assumption that the higher seed is heads.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that. I like that.
Yeah.
But Vermont here. Moving on. Next game.
All right. Well, the next one involves Notre Dame versus Rutgers. Who do you guys think is going to win that one tonight?
I've got Notre Dame in the play-in, and then I'll still have Notre Dame beating Alabama.
Yeah, I have Notre Dame and I have Notre Dame beating Alabama.
I have Notre
I got
Dame.
Ruck.
Ooh, Matt,
Sorry,
you
Clayton, go for it.
Okay. I have Notre Dame winning, but I have Alabama winning as well.
Well, I have Rutgers winning, and I have them winning as well. So it is 3-1 for that game. Unfortunately, we don't get to pick the first 4 games. So
Right. So, in theory, we have Notre Dame versus Alabama. Who we got, boys?
Notre Dame.
Alabama.
Notre Dame.
Dang it. All right.
So we currently have 1, 9, 11, 12, 13.
Great start. Continue.
It's the upset
Well,
corner.
I guess. So next we got Texas Tech versus Montana State.
Tech
I'm
is
not
in good
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech.
Yeah, okay. Ditto.
Unanimous. That's first. Is that the first unanimous one we've had other than the 1 seed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so Michigan State versus Davidson.
I've got Davidson.
Michigan State. As much
Yeah, I
as I
got
want to
Michigan.
pick Davidson, I got Michigan State.
I was gonna
Same.
say, one of my professors brought up today that Tom Izzo's always good in the tournament, but I'm like, no, I'm sticking with Davidson. my
That's very
original
alma
pick,
mater.
I gotta stick with it.
I can.
I should have
respect
asked
that,
one of you
though.
guys.
I can respect sticking with an argument no matter what.
Man, I don't even know what this school is.
What?
Cal
Yeah.
State
Whoever-
Fullerton.
Yeah.
Sure, that whoever plays against Duke.
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 Yeah, Duke's winning that game. I don't even know who it's again.
Cal State
Yeah.
Fullerton's a baseball school. They're not gonna do anything.
Whoever's
Oh, they
gets
made it
the
though.
best.
That's true.
True.
Then again, so did Michigan, barely above 500.
Isn't Purdue a baseball school too, technically?
Well, they're
I mean,
mostly
Purdue's a Big Ten school though. Big Ten schools are good at most things.
I'm like say Purdue
True.
is basketball, baseball. I believe is their big things.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Or is there a different like black and gold school that I'm thinking of?
Might be thinking of Vanderbilt.
That checks out. Fair enough. Baylor versus Norfolk.
Baylor.
Norfolk
If one of
State.
you, like I said, if one of you tries to argue for a 16 seed here, just be prepared.
Oh, I'm just
Yeah, I don't-
waiting for I'm waiting for Isaac to pick Wright State next quarter. So
I've got
No.
no 15s, no 16s.
yeah, that's where I'm at.
That's where I'm at as well.
Wright State is winning right now, though. They're up 44-42.
Ohio school, love to see them represent.
That's the only reason I was cheering for them.
Yep.
Then we got North Carolina versus Marquette.
I've got NC. Of course you do.
Matt?
Did you pick every 9 seed?
I might. I'm not gonna lie. I might have.
You would, wouldn't you?
Matt, who you got?
I've got UNC. I think they're performing in the big games this year. So
Yep, that's where I'm at.
3-1. St.
Oh,
Mary's
wow.
versus Indiana.
Indiana, baby.
IU.
St. Mary's.
I've got St. Mary's too. So
Coin.
interesting.
I mean, I think Indiana coming in off of the play-in game. I think already have some momentum, so I think that could help them. Like
I do like that. I do like favoring teams that they've already got the first round in.
I'm
or
about to say, look at UCLA last year.
that's what I was just about to say. So Indiana could be this year's UCLA. I don't know about
Well-
the Final Four, but they can still go quite a ways.
Well, not to mention Indiana's a Big Ten team. Big Ten was really good this year, so I don't mind
Yeah.
going with Indiana.
I'm about to
We
say
do that.
Big Ten usually flutters out though.
That's
coin
true.
was
Well,
tails.
yeah, they don't usually do good in the tournament because they usually just bully each other.
The coin was tails,
That's
so it's
why I was
Indiana
happy
anyway.
Ohio State
Yeah.
got out early this year.
Yeah.
Clayton said it was tails, which means it's Indiana regardless.
Right. It was.
Just a win.
Fair enough.
All right.
So the next game is UCLA versus the GMAC champions, right? Akron.
Just the MAC, but yeah.
Oh yeah, GMAC is my team.
Right. Akron.
UCLA.
UCLA.
Like, you would. Sorry, I'm not having every 11, 12, and 13 seed move on.
You all are clowns for picking against the MAC. Mark my words.
Yeah, well, guess what? When BG Minnesota play, I'm still picking Minnesota.
You're a clown as well.
There
And
it
I didn't
is.
bring up BG Brady. Just
No.
throw that
Moving
in
on.
there.
Yeah, but there's still the episode mentioned. Anyway, yes, Matt, moving on.
Texas versus Virginia Tech.
Virginia
Virginia
Tech.
Tech.
They're on a roll right now. There's no reason to pick against Virginia Tech. They just won the ACC tournament, beating Duke. Like,
That's a good win to go in on.
How much did they win by?
they won by.
I wouldn't say at least 10.
I was gonna say, I think it was double digits.
I've made a mistake.
My guess was 12.
I've made a mistake. It's okay.
I think it was between 8 and 14 points, if I had to guess.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So we just went unanimous for an 11 seed.
Yep.
Yes.
Because they're the best 11 seed in this tournament, probably.
There's a good chance of that.
By far.
All right, next we got
Obviously, yeah.
Purdue.
Oh.
Yale. 3 versus
Purdue.
14.
Purdue.
Yeah, I got
Purdue.
playing pretty well. This
Yale
year.
did just win the Ivy League, though. Powerhouse,
What they do?
Yeah.
Bring their protractors to the arena?
probably.
you're-
That arena that they played in sat less than 2,000 people.
That's sad.
Seriously?
Dead serious. I think it was the one at Harvard.
That's wild.
Alrighty. Murray State versus what I can only assume is San Francisco.
Yep.
That is correct. In Murray State,
Murray State.
Murray State.
Ditto.
they don't have a job, but I mean,
They
they're
can't pick
32,
against
so
job.
they must have done something.
Ain't no picking against Jaw allowed on this podcast.
Exactly.
Jaws not winning MVP.
Cap.
No, not really.
No, Matt, that's right. John DeMar have about the same odds, and neither ones are going to win it. So
You know who else isn't going to win it? Donovan Mitchell. Moving on.
okay, you act like I didn't know that. Continue.
Kentucky versus St. Pete.
Kentucky.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy one.
Can we talk about how we just had two people say St. Pete?
I just don't like Kentucky. I don't know what it is. I've never
That doesn't
never
surprise
liked
me.
Kentucky. They're always good, and it's very annoying. Yeah.
Doesn't mean they're gonna
Take that.
lose.
Take that, John Calipari. But yeah, unfortunately, yes, I pick Kentucky.
Yeah, he's really feeling the sting from us and our 12 listeners.
Hey. Easy.
Yeah,
My
it's
bad.
11.
4.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Anyways, on to the next corner. Arizona versus the winner of Wright State and Bryant, which is 44-42 at the half.
Zona.
Arizona.
I was gonna say, does it even matter who wins that game? Like, they're just gonna
Nope.
get fed to Arizona.
Participation award. Seton Hall, the 8 seed versus the 9 TCU. Give me the Horned Frogs.
TCU,
Hall.
baby.
I picked Seton Hall every year and it never works, so I'm finally gonna learn my lesson and go with TCU.
This is their Seton Hall's going to win it all now, just because Clayton didn't pick them.
Shut up, Brady.
It might be there. You never know.
Hey, man, they'll be the new version of Wofford.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Whatever. Continue. Move on.
All right. The 5-seeded Houston versus number 12 UAB.
Houston.
I would love to pick UAB just because I like their dragon logo, and I always have. But I've got Houston
You can't
going
say that,
really
Matt.
far this year, so. No, I'm picking Houston.
All right. Next game. Who we got?
Yeah, moving on. Illinois versus Chattanooga.
Chattanooga, baby.
Illinois.
Give me Chattanooga.
You would,
Shut
wouldn't you?
Illinois. Isaac?
I said Illinois.
Okay.
That was just my random 4-13 underdog matchup. I don't know why. But-
You picked that one as your 4-13?
Yeah,
Hey,
just
man.
for no reason at all.
If
Just
the 4
Chattanooga
seeds
was
are
fun
going
to
to
say.
lose, it wouldn't surprise me if it was a Big Ten team.
Right?
All right, yeah, that's a good point.
Which makes this next game interesting. Colorado State versus Michigan.
Colorado State.
Or Michigan.
Colorado State.
Michigan.
Colorado
all day.
State.
This isn't as big of a mistake as picking against the MAC, but it's a mistake nonetheless.
Yeah, I'm not picking Michigan. Sorry. Tennessee versus Lindenwood.
Longwood.
I was close.
Tennessee.
I don't know what you
Tennessee.
want from me. It just says Elwood.
Yeah, I hate Mark Madness app sometimes. It does stupid stuff like that. But
They're
yeah, I'm
not.
picking Tennessee.
Anyways, Tennessee.
Yep.
And I assume this one will be unanimous. Ohio State versus Loyola Chicago.
Nope.
Loyola.
Chicago.
Loyola Chicago. That was like the
I ain't
first one.
picking against Sister Jean. Are you kidding me?
I was gonna say we can be fanatics of Ohio State, but we cannot pick against Sister G. We all know how that goes.
I'm not picking against Sister G, especially since Ohio State hasn't played a game with their full roster yet. And they still won't.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the suing still out, isn't he?
Suing still out. Kyle Young's out with a concussion. Zed Key sprained his
Kyle
ankle.
Young
I think
still
he's
dealing with
playing,
that
but-
concussion,
Yep.
EJ Liddell can only do so much.
right?
Yeah.
Well, at least I don't have
that big of a
Dwayne
scorer.
Washington to shoot the lights out of the freaking rim this year. Freaking Westbrook 2.0.
What?
Dwayne Washington last year trying to be Oral Roberts. He just hit the rim like 18 times.
Oh, I was like, Dwayne Washington's actually shot the ball well for the Pacers.
No, I was talking last year.
Oh,
He may be
fair.
doing fine this year, but no. Last year he was bad.
That's fair.
Next.
Villanova versus
Delaware.
Fair.
Yeah, Nova.
Villanova.
Nova.
Yeah, Villanova, for sure. And into our last corner, we've got Kansas versus Texas Southern.
Kansas.
Kansas.
Yeah, definitely Kansas. So I assume we went unanimous on the 1s and 2s, right?
I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
so.
You honestly probably just right in the other two.
I was gonna say we still have Auburn versus Jackson State, but I assume that's what it is, Jackson State. I don't know.
Jacksonville
Jackson.
State, yeah.
Close enough. The
Lots
game
of local schools on here, you know.
Okay. 8 versus 9. Just Creighton. I got
Give me
Creighton.
give me SD State, baby.
I have
Creighton.
Creighton.
What'd you say?
Creighton.
Okay, so 3-1.
He
Sorry.
picked Creighton because it sounds like Clayton.
Oh, all right, that's fair. All right.
That's a
I
good.
was like, I thought I was saying it loud enough, but all right, that makes sense.
No, you all same time.
All right, yeah. Moving on.
Anyways, 5-12 Iowa versus Richmond.
Iowa. Richmond got lucky. It's how they got lucky and got hot at the right time. It's how they even made the tournament.
Yeah, Iowa.
But I like your logo.
I do.
Get
I
over
don't
it.
care, Matt. Iowa's gonna win.
Iowa. Richmond was one of the teams back in NCAA football, like 2012. I would play as Richmond just for the logo.
Amazing.
Then I don't know. I played as Northwestern a lot.
Their logo's dope. I'm not gonna lie. The Wildcat.
Yeah.
Not the
Except for
block
in the
N,
game, it was
obviously.
just a big purple N. So
Oh, maybe
Okay,
that's like a
so-
logo.
and for some reason, I always played against Northern Illinois.
The Huskies.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Providence versus South Dakota State.
Yes, South Dakota State, baby.
Providence.
Something
Yeah.
I have that feeling Providence is I think they'll choke. I just do. South Dakota State's 30-4. Like, if you can win 30 games in a basketball season, you're doing something right.
Well, look at
Don't think
Wichita
one goes,
State a
doesn't
couple
matter.
years ago.
I don't even know what conference they're in, honestly. I'm gonna look.
Some crappy conference that nobody's ever heard of. So, hey, cracked up a bit.
Got him.
Don't worry, guys. When Akron wins, we'll cite this moment. Don't worry.
They're not winning.
Is Bluffton even in a conference?
Ohio.
They even
Yeah,
have conferences, D3.
Yeah, they're in Defiance's conference, Matt.
It was a joke, you idiot.
Oh, okay. They're
Duh,
Let me
every college. Actually, that's not every college is in a conference.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, Notre
Every
Dame's
technically
not.
independent in football.
Neither is BYU.
Only in football though. Like it depends on the sport.
Yeah, that's true.
There are 3 conferences listed: Big 12, MVFC.
Weird. Okay, so
Let's see here.
Isaac, what did you pick there?
Providence.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Okay.
You still looking something up for you.
South Dakota State is an affiliate member of the Big 12.
So they're not part of the Big 12.
No.
Whatever
Not
that means,
really.
whatever. Providence is gonna win next
I
game.
was gonna say you still 3-1 anyways.
Oh yeah, I know. I was curious.
So LSU versus Iowa State.
Iowa State.
There's no
LSU.
chance LSU wins. They just fired their coach. Iowa State.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'll go Iowa State. I forgot LSU fired their coach.
I did
You'd think
too.
I
When
would
I
know
filled out
this,
my
but-
bracket initially, I saw how far I got LSU, and I was like, "Wait a minute, no, that's dumb, bad." So I went back.
Man,
and
I wish I
checked.
wouldn't have filled out so many paper brackets yesterday.
I went Iowa State because I knew having some trouble, like legal trouble.
That's why they fired their coach.
Exactly.
All right. Moving on. Last few of the first round. Wisconsin versus Colgate. That'd be an interesting 14 seed.
I'm going
Um,
Wisconsin.
I was gonna say you can pick 14 seeds in this, but that's just not one of them.
I saw a bracket. Some dude picked Colgate to win it all just because of the toothpaste. He said, "Ride or die, baby."
I
saw that
that video, Brady.
I saw that too.
I was like, "What the heck, Colgate?"
Yeah, I'm picking Wisconsin. However, didn't Colgate play really well last year?
I think so.
I think so.
I gotta remember that. All right, USC versus Miami.
Miami.
I'm gonna go USC.
So am I.
I mean, the 10-7 upset's fair. It usually happens.
Yeah, and there's usually there. I'm telling you guys, a 4 and a 13 will happen. I don't know if it's going to be Akron, but there's at least going to be one.
It's gonna be Chattanooga.
No, it's not. Brady.
I'm determined. Oh,
not
will it
in
into
tournament cup.
existence. Oh, will it
Mac
into
has won a game
existence.
the last 3 years.
All right, moving on to the. No, we still have one more in.
Well, we have Auburn versus Jacksonville State, which we already said Auburn. So
Always.
Okay.
Auburn,
yeah,
baby.
we can talk about that.
So moving on to the round of 32.
and we'll go from bottom to top this time. So into Auburn versus Miami.
Give me Auburn, baby.
Auburn.
I'm gonna go Miami on this one. Give me the upset.
I can't pick against Auburn here.
Is that a split?
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
is.
Point split?
Unless you guys can convince one of us.
Auburn, they've just been so good. Like, I mean, yeah, they lost as the number 1 seed, but they were so good for so long. I mean, yeah, they're 27-5 now, but I mean, if you could be a number 1 seed at one point during a basketball season, typically you can play well. Granted, there were like 12 different ones this year, so this year it's not saying much.
It was
But
not-
I mean, still the principle of the matter. They were a 1 seed. They were like 25-0 at one point or something like that. Might have been 15 or something. I don't know. But still.
College basketball, March Madness.
I can say part of the problem though is after Oral Roberts beat Ohio State last year, like you just can't.
guys, it was heads.
Yeah.
Auburn win.
Auburn wins.
All right.
Dream stays alive, baby.
So our first seed moves on. We actually do have in this corner. We do have 1, 2, 3, and 4 all still alive. So we'll see how that goes. Next
we'll
up is
fix that.
Wisconsin versus Iowa State.
I have Wisconsin.
I'll go Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, the 3 seed. Iowa State, the 11. I'm gonna go Iowa State. I don't have a lot of faith in the Big Ten. I've said it once. I've said it 1,000 times. The Big Ten always bullies each other through the regular season, and by that time they're all out of gas for the tournament. So I'll go.
Yeah,
with
Usually one makes the Sweet 16 though.
Clayton.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
That's who I'm going with. That's it.
All
Is
right.
that another tie?
No.
You 3 said Wisconsin. I was the only one who said Iowa
That's
State.
what I thought. I just wanted to make sure.
So 2 and 3 move on there. Next is Providence versus Iowa.
Iowa.
Providence. This is where the Big Ten falls apart. They're
Yep.
gassed
Yep.
from making a deep tournament run.
Providence. And then Kansas versus Creighton. Does the first 1 seed make its exit in the round of 32?
Yes.
No,
Give me
Kansas.
Creighton.
Matt, I want to hear what you have to say first.
So you're going to base your decision off of Matt's opinion, Brady?
No, Matt just always goes last.
Man, I don't know. I'd love to pick Creighton.
Do
but
it.
It's hard to go against Kansas.
I would say that's
This
the
early.
same boat I've
No,
been.
it's really not. Just pick Creighton.
Okay, I'm going Kansas.
Well, I picked Kansas, so buzz off.
Y'all are wrong.
There's only one way to find out. So we do
No
have
worries,
1,
we'll
2,
find out.
3, 4 in our first corner. So
Exactly. What are we doing?
Trying to be accurate. Heaven forbid.
We're not doing a great job so far. Anyway.
It's only good we didn't pick accurate, right, Clayton?
Exactly. Continue.
okay. Chicago versus Villanova.
Give me Loyola.
Give me a little.
Yeah, give me.
Sister
give me
Jean for
Loyola.
2.
I was like, yeah, Sister Jean's gonna double down.
Yeah, give me Loyola. Sister Jean's gonna fight somebody before she lets them lose.
All right. Next up, we got Colorado State versus Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Give me Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee.
Ditto. And
That's
then
not a
for-
college, Matt. That's a Pokemon.
Clayton, I hate you.
Throwback jokes. Anyway, moving on.
Matt's not saying anything, but I can just hear him fuming.
Me.
Everybody lets him talk, and everybody
was
thinks
gonna
he's
say-
funny.
Houston
am
versus
funny.
Illinois. 5 versus 4.
Houston.
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 Big Ten continues to bounce out.
Yep. It happens every year. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. And then to round it out, Arizona versus TCU.
Zona.
Give me TCU.
Give me
Who
the
would,
Arizona.
wouldn't you?
Hugs. TCU.
Flip the coin.
I still stand by my 30-win argument.
Always tails. Let's go.
My goodness.
First
Really-
round
really
goes
just-
down.
Right.
Really just clowned out Zona. Matt, were you serious about picking TCU?
Yeah.
Ah,
Why
What
not?
do you mean? Were you serious? Yeah.
because he just said something about, oh man, Arizona's probably won't go out that early, and then just remained with TCU.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
absolutely.
I do think I am undefeated in coin tosses, but I would like to reiterate this. I am being honest about it.
I have no clue,
I felt
honestly.
the
Clay.
need
We
to
haven't
stand
been
again
keeping
because
track.
I think that's the fourth one that I've won.
You definitely
think
could have
so.
just left out that part, just so you know. You didn't have to tell us that you were undefeated. We would have never known.
Well,
Not
I can
checked.
see this being one of those things. Like while Brady's editing, he's going to be like, "Huh, that's an awfully weird number of coin tosses Clayton's winning."
He's not that smart.
Yeah, I wouldn't have even thought about it.
All right, I'll give you that. All right.
All right.
Moving on, who we got?
Murray State versus Kentucky.
Give
Murray
me
State!
Kentucky.
That's
Well, you're
still
wrong.
a 3-1.
Murray State.
All right. Fair enough. And then Purdue versus Virginia Tech.
Virginia
Virginia
Tech.
Virginia
Tech.
Tech.
V-Tech.
Give me another big round of 32 bounce out.
Woohoo!
Big Ten dropout.
However, this one in the same boat. Indiana versus UCLA.
I'm still going to pick
UCLA.
Indiana.
I mean, UCLA.
The Big Ten struggles in the round of 32 this year.
UCLA.
What do we have? Wisconsin moving on?
I think so.
Nice.
Yeah, that's it. And there's only possibly 2 left after them.
Oh boy.
And that would be if Rutgers wins tonight.
Well, that's not happening, so it doesn't matter.
Good. Never know. Baylor versus North Carolina.
Baylor,
Does 1 seed bounce?
Baylor.
I'm going Baylor.
not this one seed. Not
I was gonna say I'm going North Carolina for hits and shiggles, but
I was gonna say, I think Baylor coming off of last year, I think they'll at least make a deep run.
They'll get to the Elite Eight minimum. That's what
That,
I'm.
that's what I was thinking.
I don't think they're repeating.
Well, I don't think they're gonna repeat either. It's pretty hard to repeat March Madness.
it is.
Both of my
All right.
parents have them repeat.
Really.
Yeah.
The only one of my family I know is my dad thinks it's finally Gonzaga's year.
It's never Gonzaga's year.
Well, your dad is correct, but we'll get to that.
It being
All right.
Gonzaga's year means it's Dallas' year, and that's never Dallas's year.
A lot of shade at the Cowboys this episode for no reason.
Just too easy, Clayton.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Anyway, continue.
Corner, here we go. Michigan State.
Michigan State.
I'm taking Duke.
Dude,
Coach K is gonna make a long run.
I was gonna say, Coach.
I don't trust Duke in big games, but I don't know if they bounce in the round of 32. I'm taking them out in the Sweet 16 personally. I assume I'll have Texas Tech win the next one, but so I'm gonna go with Duke.
Yeah, Texas Tech. That's who I've got one of the next ones. So
Yeah, the next one is the winner of the Rutgers Notre Dame, and they have to beat. Oh shoot, it moved on. me.
Texas Tech.
Yeah. Anyways, Texas Tech.
Yeah, Texas Tech.
Yeah,
All right, cool.
they got a good gig going on over there.
Probably our most interesting matchup: the 12 versus 13, New Mexico State versus Vermont.
Vermont, baby.
Give me Vermont.
I have to go with Vermont.
Hey, why not? A unanimous 13 seed moving into the Sweet 16.
Oh,
And
man.
then
Should have been
Gonzaga-
Chattanooga.
Gonzaga versus Memphis.
Gonzaga.
Definitely Gonzaga.
I'm gonna say knocking out Boise State means that Gonzaga makes it for me. So
which makes it an easy Sweet 16 round for Gonzaga as they play Vermont,
Yeah, sadly.
Mhm.
and
Give
they
me
find
Vermont.
unanimous. Shut up.
Yeah,
Actually, Clayton, give me Vermont too.
no, I was joking. So now we're 3-1
Oh.
to you.
Okay,
Oh, how
so
the tables have turned.
anyway, okay, so let me go through this for the Sweet 16 real quick. We have 1, 2, 3, 13, 1, 4, 7, 11, 3, 5, 9, 10, and 1, 2, 3, 4.
The Midwest, baby.
Wonderful.
So anyway, go to the top. Gonzaga, Vermont.
Yeah.
Texas Tech. I have Texas Tech.
Texas Tech.
Give me Texas Tech.
I don't trust Duke. And
Yeah, that's
Coach
fair.
K's last year. Give me Duke.
you lost it myself. If they can't even beat North Carolina for Coach K's last year, and they 2 seeds are
They were saving it.
sure whatever you say.
Y'all
We'll
will
see.
see.
Okay. Baylor versus UCLA.
UCLA.
Give me Baylor.
Yeah, I'm taking Baylor.
Didn't UCLA have one of those players, kind of like DiVincenzo, that like popped off during March Madness and made it to the NBA?
Johnny Juzang or whatever.
Yes, thank you. Cannot remember what his name was.
But we all know that Dante DiVincenzo definitely deserves to be in the NBA. He's worked very hard.
I don't know if it deserves to be at the NBA, but
I was just saying not to egg at you, Matt, because I know we've talked about that before.
hey man,
Man had one good game off the bench. There he went.
there's opportunity. Good on him.
Yeah.
Virginia Tech versus Murray State. Give me the 11th seed Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech.
Yeah,
Isaac, bro, don't be clowning.
Clowning. It's an 11 versus a 7 seed. It's make believe as it is.
Yeah,
What
that's
do you
fair.
make believe? It's gonna happen.
Yeah, because your hot
yes.
take forward for nothing but completely accurate.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
believe.
That's what
If
they
we
keep
win
telling
this
us.
jackpot, we're splitting it 4 ways, right?
Yeah, but I get the most because I made the bracket.
I'll give you an extra $1 out of my share.
All right. ECU versus Houston. Unfortunately, I am
TCU.
not taking the Horned
Houston.
Frogs this time. I'm taking
TCU.
Houston. Well, you're wrong.
What do you mean I'm wrong? You're wrong.
Yeah, well, we all decided you're wrong. So
Well, y'all are wrong then. Yeah, get wrecked.
I'm confident about this.
He does.
All right. Sister Jean. Rhymes with Sweet 16. Tennessee versus Loyola Chicago.
Tennessee.
You know what else
Loyola.
it rhymes with? Elite 8. Give me Loyola.
Loyola Chicago in the Elite Eight.
Again. Oh, boy.
Kansas versus Providence.
Kansas.
I'm gonna say Providence.
I'm going to go Providence.
Ditto.
That's right, Isaac. Get 3-1.
Brady, we've 3-1 you too.
I know.
I've got the most 3-1 on.
I don't know if that's true. I'll count up. I will count up who got 3-1 more.
So
Do it.
Baylor
We'll
and
mention that in episode
Gonzaga are
44.
the only one seeds we have going into the Elite Eight.
Sounds right.
Right. Wisconsin versus Auburn.
Auburn.
Big Ten.
Auburn.
Wisconsin.
Big Ten bounces.
I'll take Wisconsin. They'll be the saviors.
That sounds like a coin flip.
Auburn's a 2, Wisconsin's a 3.
It was tails.
Oh, wow. Dang. You're all wrong, but it's fine.
Kind of sus, Clayton, not gonna lie.
I know it's sus. I will bring this quarter and you guys can examine it on Saturday.
Take a video next time you want to.
Well, the problem is I'm using my phone to record.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Well, Wisconsin versus Providence.
Give me Wisconsin.
Providence.
Wisconsin. Let's go! It's Wisconsin!
Yes.
Clayton's undefeated. How?
Wow.
Next game.
All right, Houston versus Loyola Chicago. Loyola in the Final Four?
Give me Loyola.
Houston.
You are wrong, you clowns.
And it is heads, so it landed on Houston anyways. So,
No.
Clayton's been defeated. Yes.
Oh my goodness. Y'all are picking
Man.
against this Gene?
Boo-hoo.
she's going to be dead by the final.
Well, maybe that would have been her send-off, is them winning the national title, Matt.
It could be. It could be. Baylor versus Virginia Tech. The 1 versus the 11.
Give
Virginia
me
Tech.
Virginia Tech.
Baylor. What? We just picked an 11 seed to the final.
Yeah.
An 11
Yeah.
seed and ACC tournament champions, yeah.
All right. Hey, I don't.
Hey man, got to ride the hot hand.
But Clayton's just up. Clayton's like, oh, I'm gonna pick the 11 seed so I can pick Gonzaga on the next one, so it'll be easier to put Gonzaga in the championship.
Well, no, I'm
He'll be
thinking we
he'll
put
be
the
stopped.
ACC champions that are playing really well right now.
Sure.
They lost, I think,
All right.
one more game in the ACC after the new year than Duke did.
All right, Gonzaga versus Texas Tech.
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech.
Gonzaga.
Yeah.
Yes.
I heard
No
it.
freaking way.
What?
Gonzaga moves on.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
All right, the Final Four: a number 1 seeded Gonzaga, a number 3 seeded Wisconsin, number 5 seeded Houston, and number 11 seeded Virginia Tech. So Gonzaga versus Virginia Tech is game 1.
Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech.
I'm gonna go back on
Riding the
myself
hot
and say
hand
Virginia
that
Tech.
hard.
They wait.
Gonzaga chokes.
Gonzaga
Yeah.
jokes. Wait, Clayton, what'd you say?
I'm gonna go back on myself and say Virginia Tech. It's March Madness. You gotta pick an upset.
Virginia Tech. Hey, why not? Houston versus Wisconsin. There's no way the Big Ten makes the finals.
Houston.
Wisconsin.
Well, you lost 3.
Y'all are wrong.
Why are you?
You mean
You were literally just talking crap about the Big Ten out in the round of 32, and now you're trying to put one of them in the national championship game.
Well, my mom won like $300 one time betting on Wisconsin. So
So I've heard that works.
yeah.
All right, our national champ, 11 seeded Virginia Tech versus 5
Virginia
seeded
Tech.
Houston.
Give me VT, baby.
VTech.
Has a digit seed on the tournament. That's my.
No,
I'm going Virginia Tech too.
only an 8. UConn, when they won it a couple years ago, was an 8, and that was the lowest seed ever.
Oh my goodness! And we're picking an 11. Hey, March Madness, man. What's our score? Virginia
Yeah.
Tech versus Houston.
72-70.
Ooh, it's pretty close.
67-61.
You guys are going low scoring. I was going to go like 83-75.
Well, I can't count that high, so I got to go with lower numbers.
It's true.
Okay, me versus Clayton. First scores. Flip the coin. Clayton, what'd you say?
61-67.
Okay, I said 83-75. Let's go.
Bias. I would like to see an examination.
Clayton loses for a second coin toss of the entire episode. I demand evidence.
Bias. No, I'm just kidding. It's all good. Brady versus Matt for the final.
Okay, I had 80 or 82-75.
I had 72-70.
I'll stay.
Tails.
Oh, wait, I was tails last time. It is tails. All right, Brady.
Yes!
72-70.
Finally!
It's going to be 61-67, and we're going to miss out on like $1 trillion or something because y'all rigged the
Stop
coin
talking.
toss.
Right. Well, we have finished our bracket, and I have dumped water all over myself. So, on Twitter, and let us know who you guys think is gonna win. Send snapshots of your brackets, and somebody wrap us up.
So Matt asked again, NFL team.
And so we can mute Isaac.
And mute me.
All of that is applicable. Go to our website at hottakesports.online and go look at our awesome merch line and follow us on all our social medias at hottakesports.16. Thank you guys for joining us. This concludes episode 43. We'll see you next time.